Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, El Paso, Texas, it's 21, Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas, Austin, the Hill Country, is our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit, cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating, cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard, we be that blue.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, y'all know what today is. Y'all know what today is. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. And what happens on Tuesday? It's the Cowboy Up podcast. And man, I'm here with all my homies, man, from the west side of Texas, the 915, Cholo Town. That's my man, 21, Armando 21. What's up, fam?
You know, I had to hit him with the poke high. Right?
Shit, 4 touchdowns in one game.
There you go, baby. I had to hit him with the poke high. But hey, it's a beautiful day. It's Tuesday. Fellas, went down to Sin City, and I didn't actually go down to Sin City, but we went down to Sin City and took over.
I see. Hey, man, and from South Texas, man, the Hill Country, the capital city of Texas, Austin. Man, it's our man, Retrofit Sports. Hook 'em! Man, it's Root. What's up, baby?
Bro, you hit me with that one, Mondo. Like, Al Bundy was a huge part of my childhood, man. Like,
Our childhood.
like, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. But yeah, man, no, I'm excited. Boys look good. Finished the job, got some points, got a win. Can't be mad.
Man, hey, and from the great state of Arizona, it's our man, Mr. Bear Down himself, Mikey 520. What's up, Mikey?
You realize there's college football this weekend.
Yeah, we talked about it before you slid your sexy ass through the back door.
How does it sound? Man?
Oh, you sound
You're
on
back.
fire
You're
now.
back.
You fired now.
You're back.
to the chagrin of Manny, you could hear my
Hold up, y'all.
Hold up.
Miss Eunice.
Hold up. How you doing, mommy? Y'all say hi to mommy.
Hi, mommy.
What's up,
Don't
Mom?
get the switch.
Yeah, mommy, it is real football, man. Florida State and Georgia Tech in Ireland this weekend, man. So that's gonna be fun. Mama is gonna be on ESPN, I think. I always got to tell her what channel it is. And my man Bobby from Arizona. What's up, Bobby?
And he was in Vegas.
Yeah, he was in Vegas with One Star One Family. It looked like y'all had a good time, man. I just like spending my money on regular season games. I'm sorry. Just me.
But it's an opportunity to go to Vegas. You know what I mean?
Hey, I don't gamble. Shit, I'm broke. I'm poor. Hey, matter, matter of fact,
People
Mom
go to
Maloney.
Vegas just to gamble, baby boy.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
you can eat, all you can eat lobster and scrimps and crabs and strippers and some other stuff you play with your nose with.
So you got to remember. You got to remember. My mom is still
Just
here.
kidding.
Okay, you see, my mom is still in
Yeah,
here.
like
All
we
right.
went from G to X rated and
Yeah,
like
real quick. Yeah, it don't even matter that his mama in here. You know, hey, it don't even matter. But look,
Show
man.
your mama that video.
Say, man, why you always got to bring up?
why you gotta be dry
Yeah,
snitching?
yeah, he's the dry
Why you gotta
snitching.
be dry snitching?
He is the dry snitchingest person in America. But hey, my YouTube is public, so if she ever want to watch anything, it's public. But look, we had a game this past Saturday, man. Them Cowboys, man, played against those hated Las Vegas Raiders, man, up in Sin City, up in the heat wave capital of the world. And the Cowboys came away with a victory. And a lot of times, man, they don't even care about winning games, but it seemed like they actually cared about this one.
Yeah.
So 21, we'll start with you, 21. Man, what did you think about Saturday's game versus those hated Las Vegas Raiders?
So it was a Raiders Cowboys. There seems to be a rivalry going on there. How, why, when that started, I don't know, but it's just like I said it before in another show. It's fuck the Raiders, right? So
Yeah.
we picked up the dub. It's always good. It's preseason; they don't count, but it's just you get a little extra satisfaction in beating those Raiders, those hated Raiders, right? So, but good game, guys. We saw some great football out of our guys, out of our rookies, right? We saw them kind of manhandle their first stringers, so it was good to watch. Good football.
Rue, what you think about the preseason game against those hated Raiders?
It made me feel good about a couple key players that we've added to the roster and that are really stepping up. And obviously we're going to get into it, but it was nice to see guys that have been put in places that have really kind of shown us that, hey, it looks like they can really be an asset in those positions and in key positions that we were worried about, like going into these games, going into the preseason. And it's one of those situations where it's like, I'm happy to see what I'm seeing out of those places.
Mikey, what you think about the game against those hated Raiders?
I'm good. I'm great. I feel elated. I feel elated. Do the shimmy, 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 because all you hear about what we don't do in free agency, knowing what we are a drafting team. And once again, we're hitting on our draft picks. I know you said in a precursor that this is preseason, but they did this against their starters, y'all. Well, Cooper Beebe did the Christian Wilkinson and their zero, and then climbing the ladder, throwing these motherfuckers out the club. Watching Tyler Guyton doing what he does. Watching Maris Luafau be Maris motherfucking Luafau. Yes, he got caught up, and I know it's the Raiders and they got a vanilla offense. But like I said last week, when you see them on the field, they belong. Correct?
Yeah.
They belong.
And you don't get that sick, disgusting feeling like they made the wrong choice or they didn't deviate to the wrong plan. Right?
Yeah.
Well, it makes you feel fucking good to the crime babies. Oh, we don't spend no money in free agency, and we don't. No, the Dallas Cowboys always know how to pick their guys, and they look like professional guys, and that's what they did. And fill the holes, because there's so much of this pie that's being allocated to superstars that they picked before, and I'm feeling good. It's like a big pizza. The bread is Dak, the sauce is CD, the cheese is gonna be Micah, the extra cheese is gonna be Micah, and these toppings compliment.
I want you to. I want you to demonstrate how we cry again when we ain't getting no free agents. How did we do it?
Oh, we need a running back. We need to get. Oh, no, no, it's not you guys. Well, a little bit of you guys,
Little bit, little
but
bit.
not you guys. But I get it. I get the urgency that we don't do nothing because everybody else is doing stuff. But it feels good, and it feels like, damn, Will McClay is the man, and give that motherfucker money because
In the GM position.
and I only just got one thing that kind of like, oh, Brock Hoffman got somebody competing, and we love Brock, best man for the job, obviously. But Brock, and then you gotta like what Royce Freeman did. You gotta like what the Pomeranian did behind that line. We're gonna have a better line than when we think. And I'm sorry, I'm doing a filibuster again. I'm just fucking happy.
Elated.
Yeah, elated. Now, first of all, he gave the Pomeranian a compliment. He never gives the Pomeranian.
No, no.
Hey, you know he's
Pomeranian never gets
elated.
flowers.
He know he's elated when he gives the Pomeranian his.
I got the
If y'all don't know who the
pom
Pomeranian,
pom for the Pomeranian, the pom poms, the poke high pom poms because
he's talking about Deuce Vaughn, y'all. That's what he calls the Pomeranian. But I'm just excited that he's elated, though. I'm just like, Mikey is elated about.
well,
something.
it's the key positions. It's Tyler Guyton again throwing dudes out of the club, being who he's supposed to be. Hey, I'm sorry, I love Jordan Morgan, but I haven't seen one video of Jordan Morgan doing this to anybody. So if I was wrong, I was wrong. And being wrong makes me right. I want to be right when I'm wrong all the damn time, man. How my relationship for damn sure.
All right. So you brought it. It was a good segue, man, about Tyler Guyton. I got a text after the game, and they said, "Man, does Tyler Guyton remind you of anybody?" And I like, yeah, he does. But you know how you don't want to blow somebody up early before they actually played a real NFL game. You know, you want to kind of be easy about compliments when you give it to somebody. But bro, if it works out, I think Tyler Guyton could be our next Tyron Smith.
Yep.
What y'all think?
The what do you call it? It's there. It's in the visual. You see it. You see him. This dude is manhandling dudes. He's pancaking dudes. Man, I mean, everybody's seeing it. You know, I think he was the highest rated offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, it's just like I'm gonna reiterate what Mikey said is we're hitting on those drafts, man, and we don't miss on
Right.
those offensive linemen.
Especially in the first round. The first round, man, if they picking the offensive lineman, I think they done their due diligence. They won me over there. If they picking the offensive lineman in the first round, I think he's gonna be a star. Rue, does he remind you of anybody, man? Am I jumping the gun too quick? Should I temper my emotions about this?
At the end of the day, when you're going up against guys like Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins and you're putting up performances like that, what are you going to say? And the fact is, we said this week's ago on the show, I think every last one of us was on the train of, you know what? They said the same shit about Tyler Smith. And is anybody upset about Tyler Smith? Absolutely not. Everybody's pretty content with what we've got in Tyler Smith. And the fact that this guy is coming in from Oklahoma, going from right to left and looking the way he does so early against that kind of talent, because everybody and their mama will tell you Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins are two of the best in the game to do it. So
We were salivating to get Christian Wilkins.
absolutely, 100%. So the fact that he's doing that against guys like that, it kind of tells you what you need to know. It is still preseason. Obviously, these guys are just getting in their reps. But when you look like that, it's really hard to disguise it. And you can't tell me that if they got pushed on one play, they're not trying to come extra hard the next play. It's not like they like getting beat. So can't be mad at what you saw from him that day. And it looks like we have our left tackle.
Mikey, am I jumping to conclusions too early?
Well, it's just it's a part of our fandom. It's natural. It's natural to want another Emmett Smith. It's natural to want a Troy Aikman to the detriment of the of I guess the preceding player. But this kid got good feet. He's athletic. He's everything they said he was. Dude, he could even be better just because of his size and his natural ability. And he's still growing. He's gonna get bigger. He's gonna get in the weight room. You got to give this kid a lot of credit. We always
Right.
say heavy is the head that wears the crown. Well, he wore the crown of our first pick, which would have been a first round, but he wore the crown. And then once he got to Dallas, he never left. He stayed with Manyweather and put in the work, knowing that the pressure was on. He knew the heat was on, and that's why you gotta like the kid. You know how we like Brock Hoffman putting in extra work and being that dog, being that underdog. Well, this dude was picked with the fortune and or with the future of the Dallas Cowboys left side, and he wore it, and he's doing it. You know, like we just keep working. Of course, we're not like how Bill Parcells says we're not quite making his bust yet, but he belongs on that damn field with those starters. Watching him go at Max Crosby, Max Crosby's well respected. And him
Right.
going and jawing back and forth, throwing dudes out the club, throwing a dude, and then after he threw him, finishing him like Lord Jesus, and that
Man,
makes you so good. And
you
it's just the same thing with Nealon. He's the number one rookie rookie. So it's like, man, like did we rub that genie right? Did somebody like do the wishbone and wish this right? Because I'm pitching myself because these guys ain't with the starters yet. We're seeing BB and Guyton without Martin, without Martin and Tyler Smith, which are all proers. Like, I can't wait to see this. I'm excited for our line. I'm excited for the running backs. I'm excited for this run game. Just give somebody the ball. The things are going to be as big as the Grand Canyon. Shout out Arizona.
all right. So I'm glad you said that, man, because you should know by getting finished in the club. Anyway, say,
Yes,
man, we
sir.
got man, we got a special guest, man, and I want to bring him on because he's done some things for us, man. And I know y'all heard this in our show open, and this is the man with this song here. Is our man Freddie. What's up,
Hey,
Freddie?
what's up, y'all? How you doing?
Hey, don't forget the logo. The
Hey,
logo.
man. Hey, can do you want to host or you want, which one you want to do? You told
I'll
me
shut
you
the
wanted me
fuck
to
up.
host here. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, Freddie.
Hey, how we doing, man? How y'all doing, man? I appreciate y'all having me on. It's an honor
Say,
to be here, man.
say, man, I wanted to thank you for a lot of things you've done for us, and you hadn't met all of us yet. I mean, from the logo to letting
Right.
us use your song, man, and our show open,
Yeah.
man. You hear it in the background and everything, but Mikey with his ADHD and post traumatic stress syndrome and what the women have after they have a baby, postpartum depression. He got a lot of shit
That's
going
after a
on.
douche.
That's what. Let's just say Mike's a little bit of a unique character. You know.
You know that. Okay, my bad,
Oh, I know
dog.
that. I know that. Me and him are. We have a long history, and he's been the big reason why I'm here today. And I just want to say thank you, Mike. Um, you know, yeah, for those of you who know what our history is, man. So much love. I appreciate y'all.
Hey,
Same, man.
we could go all show about it, but man, it's good to have you on the Cowboy Up podcast, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
see you guys, man. You guys have been doing some big things. So, um, as far as the knowledge, I feel like I'm all right with it, man. But you guys are doing it big, man. And thank you.
Hey man, hey, we got Mikey on the show, so you don't need too much knowledge, okay? Just be
Nah,
patient.
nah.
I got to throw shots at him since he been throwing shots at me all damn
Hey, you
show.
know what? Do the damn thing, man. It's your show.
Say, Freddie, man, tell me, man, how did you come up with the song, man? What inspired you to
Inspired the
get
song.
inspired? Yeah, I don't know why I'm
Well,
high tongue today.
well, the whole thing is, I think it was like in 2018 or something like that. I'm
It
not,
was 2016 playoffs,
26.
boy.
All right, 2016 playoffs. It's still a catch. It's still a catch. So y'all know, but
What's
Exactly.
up with
um,
the catch?
you know how that is, man. But I was approached by Mikey and my good friend Daniel, and they had a little club thing going on, and they approached me and they were like, "Oh, you need to do a cowboy song, And I had never done one before, so it was something new to me, and but I took it as a challenge, So what ended up happening, me and Mike, collaborated a lot on the song. I'm not gonna take full credit on it. I did, you know, put it together, mixed, mastered it, made the beat, the whole nine. But we
Oh shit!
collaborated on
I
it.
showed him where the baking aisle was, and he came out with the cake. That's
Yeah,
exactly what happened.
something like that. But at the end of the day, it's a song that really opened up a lot of doors for me. And at the time, it was something that I um, took it as an opportunity. So I just, I came up with the beat. I actually came up with two different beats, and I showed it to Mike and Daniel. They picked the beat. They said, "Hey, this is the one that we want you to do." And I came up with the hook. And after I came up with the hook, I wrote the first verse. And then from there, it was just like a collaboration between me and Mike. And it is what it is today. So what y'all
Man,
listening to and what y'all bumping is what
right.
it was like our baby, so to speak.
Yeah, because when he sent it to me, because we've had several different show opens, and I've
Yeah.
just been fooling around just trying to find the perfect one, right? So
Hmm.
I was just like, when Mikey sent it to me, I said, "Oh, this is kind of fire." Okay. I said, I said, "All right." I said, for y'all don't, because I'm from the South, man. So when you hear a little bass line, and then when y'all
Yes,
got
yes, yes.
Jerry in there and everything, I said, okay. I said, I'm feeling, you get a little
Yeah.
bob in it. So that's all
Yeah.
you want, man, is just to have some kind of bob in it. So
Yeah.
Mikey, go
Mike
ahead,
was the
Freddie.
one that came up with that idea right there. He was the one that you need to use this, and um, it was me just trying to get all these ideas and put them all together and just come up with something that was going to be catchy, but also
Mhm.
be in the spirit of the Cowboys. So there
Right.
you go.
Now Lee wants to hear it, so I'm gonna bang a little bit of it. Here you go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He be walking the dog when the defense gets fatigued. And with an O-line that's made up of top draft picks, Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit. Cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating. Cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight. Cause this is our year. The name of the game is win. We them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard. We be that blue and silver, that's right, we die hard. We be die hard, we be die hard. This be a way of life, that's why we die hard. And it's January football, here comes the Kings and
There you go, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. Y'all need to go to YouTube and watch the rest of it, man. You got
Go watch it. Go listen to it. You can stream it. It's on all platforms, man.
Well, that's not your only cowboy song, correct?
I
You need to
just
give
dropped
us
a
some
new
more.
one. I just dropped a new one, man, and it's called what is it called? It's Whose House. You guys know the Whose House chant, right?
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
All
Being at
right,
Cardinal
so
Stadium, shut the fuck up.
I'm telling you right now, that has a crazy energy to it, and it's something that I think it hasn't been picked up yet. It hasn't caught momentum like this song did, but
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of faith in that. Everybody's going to recognize it as soon as they hear it. So whenever I went into these songs, I wanted to make it in for the fans.
Right.
A lot of the songs you hear, they talk about the team, and of course we love the team, and of course we live and die by the team. But at the end of the day, what makes the Cowboys America's team? It's the fans. It's the
Man.
people that go out there every single day, spend their hard-earned money, wear the gear, have their house set up the way they set up, and for me, it was just like I want to pay homage to the fans, to the
Right.
people
Right.
that really make the Cowboys the Cowboys. So, that's
Right.
how I approach it. I want people to be able to hear it, remember it immediately, and sing along with it. So that's has been my approach with these songs.
Well, Freddie, it is our intro song, so I guess this new one will be our outro song. So as soon as Mikey send it to me, we gonna bang
All
it.
right. So
You
soon
can
as
buy
I
it
get
on
a chance here,
Spotify.
yeah, as soon as I get a chance, I'll send it to y'all. Like I said, it's nothing but love. I appreciate just anybody reaching out and giving me an opportunity. At the end of the day, we got to collaborate together and,
Right.
offer a bigger purpose. That's how I always move. That's how I always been. So
Yeah,
yes,
I saw a little clip of another podcast you did. You're doing the car wash right now, basically, right? So you
sir.
have an album coming out, correct? Tell us about your
Yeah.
album, release date, what's your album? Let the people know, and where, when, all of the good stuff.
All right, so obviously you could go any platform. Freddie Moves, Fred E Moves with two O's. So when you say it all together, it's Freddie Moves. I did it as a unique way for people to kind of
Yeah.
try to remember it in a sense. But the album was called Visions of a Blind Man. And the reason why I named it that is because I've gone through a lot of different changes in my life in the last couple of years. And I always knew where I wanted to be. I always seen myself where I wanted to be. And how I was going to get there, I just didn't know. So at the end of the day, you got to be able to have vision beyond just seeing with your eyes. So that's the whole concept behind it. It's going to drop September 6th, and I'm going to be having my album release show in Santa Ana, California at Spoons on September 7th.
One
It's
more
10
time. Say it one
tracks.
more time.
September 6th, the album is dropping. Visions of a Blind Man by your boy Freddie Moves. And I will be having my album release show September 7th at Spoons, Santa Ana, California. So,
Now, Freddie,
um,
shout out your social medias for us one more time, okay?
okay, so it's Fred E Moves with two O's. So, and that's across all platforms: TikTok, Instagram. Y'all know the routine, man. I don't even want to, you know, broken record, man.
Cool. Hey, man, we appreciate you coming on, man, letting us bang
Yes,
your
sir.
stuff, man, and we love to promote. And before the show, the week of the show, come back on so we can pub it again, okay?
Yes,
Because
sir.
we
Yes,
want we
sir.
want all the fans to get out there to you, man, and
Yeah.
support our man Freddie
Yeah,
Moves.
send us the logo of your album cover. You know what I mean? We'll
Yeah.
pub it before the show even starts, man.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No
So, man,
problem,
hey,
man.
let's give it up to our man Freddie. What's up? Appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate that, fam.
Appreciate you,
Thank
man,
you, guys.
man.
Thank you,
And
guys.
we'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, man. Y'all be
Billy G,
good.
man.
Peace.
All right. Peace. All right, man. That was my man Freddie. Hey, man, everybody, man, go support, man. Hey, if you Cowboy fans, if y'all like that song, I can't wait to hear the next one. Man, go support your boy, okay? Because and when the Cowboy fans approach me and talk about promoting their stuff, hey, man, I'm there. I'm promoting it because hey, you're a part of that family. Hey, like DJ Kai always say, one star, one family. So if we all one family, right? promoted. All right, so let's get back, man, into a little football talk, man. We talked about Tyler got it, but I want to talk about this, man, because it's been a big controversy, man. I got a text right after the game, and the first thing they said, "Hey, man, Trey was a lot better," and this was my response. I said, "Yeah, he was better." I say, but he still checked down Charlie to me. He still won't throw the damn ball downfield. So I think that's more rust than anything. And like I said, I'm not dogging out Trey Lance. You when you watch the game, you just see the rush. You see, okay, man, I think he should have did this. I think he should have did that, because when you see Dak Prescott in the game, you know what he's gonna do. All right. He gonna get to that first read, that second read. I think Trey don't know how to go through his progressions fast. I think it's slow for him right now. Rue, what you think about Trey's performance on Saturday, bro?
I think that Trey Lance's bucket has to be the size of the freaking Olympic swimming pool for him to hit it. He can't throw the deep ball to save his life, man. He can't throw the deep ball to save his life. And it's I don't even want to talk about this kid no more, man. This kid is a backup quarterback. This kid is not the replacement or the savior for the Cowboys or to replace Dak Prescott. He's not better than Cooper Rush. This kid is a wasted fourth-round pick to me, and it was a position that we picked up that we never needed in the first place. And now it looks like it's not even going to pan out for what it needs to be. He shouldn't make this roster. I don't believe he should make this roster. I don't believe that we need him on this roster. You don't need three quarterbacks. I'd rather have depth in other places than in that spot. And I think we should just pawn him off for whatever we can get for him for the time being. I don't see any value in what I'm looking at here. Yes, he's got some dynamic plays with his feet. Like he's got some dynamic plays that way. He's averaging 6 yards a pass. And honestly, yeah, he improved from the last game. Couldn't get much worse.
Yeah,
like I guess you could. It's not like, and I shouldn't say that because he didn't have it's not like he threw like 4 picks in the game or something. Like I am kind of being a little mean here, but it's to me it's just a waste because it was never something that we needed. It was just never something that we needed. This kid played 1 year in a COVID year and then sat, and now it's just like I don't even understand the hype, especially after what you've seen. The best thing you can tell me that he did was run. It's really the best thing you could tell me. Other than that, there's not much there. And I don't see him moving forward as anything more than a backup guy for this team or maybe even for anybody else. I don't know.
21. I hope you can follow that.
I don't think you could do anything for us right there.
Because Rue laid it down like he ain't happy about it.
Rue wasn't happy about it, but all right, second day.
Right, but Cowboys Nation was a little bit happy of the improvement. I think we saw improvement. I'm gonna bust a Rue here, and I'm gonna read off the stats. It was 15 for 23, 152 yards, 1 passing TD, 7 carries for 34 yards, and 1 rushing TD, and most importantly, 0 turnovers. Right, but so there was improvement, and to me, his stock value went up. So maybe we're talking about maybe getting that 4th-round pick back. Something, but I just think that he's not the future of this franchise. I would still roll with Cooper Rush, but there was improvement. I'm not gonna dog the kid out. The kid showed improvement, and I think that's what we all wanted to see, especially coming off that first performance where we were just all like, "Oh man, what did we do right?" But so maybe this next game, was it the Chargers we got next at home?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see more improvement, and maybe there's a team out there that's gonna be like, okay, let's work something out, maybe, right? So we'll see, But as far as improvement, it was there, and check down Charlie is Trey Lance.
My only
hold on. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Rue. Hold on. There you go.
I just want to say my only gripe about this whole thing is that he was supposed to light it up in the preseason. That's what there was expectations.
No, we said that.
It's
We
not
said
like there
last year.
wasn't expectations. That shit's annoying to me. And it's like, oh, he got better. Like, bro, he wasn't supposed to be like this. Y'all told me this kid was it. Like,
Well, the funny thing is,
I don't think Rue is happy at all.
why,
But go ahead,
why
Mike,
he
go
looked
ahead.
better was because everybody around him played better.
Yep.
Cooper Beebe, the running game, like Flournoy going and Jack, like going back and forth. That was pretty cool. But I think that was more of a team thing that made him better, opposing him individually looking better. Oh man, I remember I said the kid's name before the pregame show, but remember last year that the quarterback we had, he went to the Bengals.
Will Greer.
Yeah, Will Greer had had a leaps and bounds game compared to anything that we've seen to Trey Lance, way comfortable in the pocket, going downfield, playing, and we weren't jumping for joy for Will Greer. You know, there was their speculation for a second, and we shipped him the hell out. Then we cut his ass. You know what I mean? So, Rue makes me laugh because he comes off as like. He had a blind date with a chick. It was a terrible first date, and then he fucked around and gave her a second chance, and it was you know what I mean? He lasted 2 minutes. So that's the way he comes off. And honestly, like touching this subject, I understand. I'm done with it, but we do. There's stuff we need to talk about, Rue, and I get it. And this is one of the big topics we need to talk about. So good for him for running it in. Good for him for finding Flournoy. But we know who the stars of the games. Thank you. What's up, Eric? The stars of the games were, you know, and we haven't even talked about that kick. We still haven't talked about that kick.
No, we ain't talking about it, but we getting to. I told you, man. Why you always got? Look,
But
man.
real quick, when Mikey talked about the whole Will Greer thing. So I read a report earlier that we might have Dak call the game this week again. So we'll see how.
I hope so. Hey, we scored a lot of points. We scored a lot of points last time.
We're gonna see another Will Greer moment, right? And maybe we might, get some stock value out of Trey Lance.
Yeah. Well, and that's good for dude. And check this shit out, right?
Let's go. Y'all check this shit out. Y'all check it out. Hold on.
We'll rewind to last year and the way Dak called the game, the way the Texas Coast should have ran. And then we went 7 games of purgatory with fucking Mike McCarthy running. Then turns out Dak was calling that shit on the field after fucking 7 games. So maybe we should let Dak call it more.
I was just about to say too, because like once we were starting to talk about it, we'll get into it when we talk about next week's game. But that was one of the big things I wanted to see was him on the sidelines with the clipboard and the headset, just like last year. Because I'm not going to see him on the field, and I don't need to see him on the field because I already know what I'm going to get.
Right.
But him on the sideline calling all the plays, that's something I really look forward to, and I'm really hoping happens in this next game.
Hey, Mondo, with those glasses, you say your Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
You got to run DMC thing to you, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay. Eric B. Sermon, baby.
Here come random Mikey again. Hi, Mr. Random. Just out of nowhere, random Mikey. Hey, you look like one. Anyway, so I know this is 21's favorite topic, man, because he's been on this, man, the whole off season and the running back battle, man, in camp. The running backs actually looked good for the first time in preseason, man. I was pleasantly surprised, but you also got to remember the coach actually gave him the ball. I think that first preseason game, I think Coach McCarthy was like, we're going to throw this to the boy, arm fall off. Okay? Let's see what he can do. But this time they actually incorporated the running backs in the game. And so let me start with check down Charlie's favorite fan, Rue. Rue, what did you think about the running back battle on Sunday?
Check down Charlie.
I thought it was impressive how Deuce was able to run up the middle against the Raiders' first team defense. I thought he did a really good job of finding the holes and just making the most out of his opportunities that he got. It was really cool to see him on the field. Royce Freeman surprised me also. Because I mean, all these guys were picking up. I mean, Royce was averaging 4.6 yards a carry. Like it's, it's admirable for where he was at, and it's nice to see that the guy we picked up, basically off the street in free agency to come play running back for us, looks like he's really tuned up and ready to freaking play and could be an asset. And this is at the end of the day going to be running back by committee. So whoever's got the hot hand is going to be in that ball game for us in the backfield, I believe. I still am under the assumption that Rico Dowdle is going to get the bulk of these carries. I am kind of backpedaling on that a little bit just because I keep seeing Zeke at the top of this depth chart, didn't even play in any of these preseason games. But I can't imagine he's going to be our workhorse back. Like, are we really? Because he hasn't looked good in camp. Like, I've seen a ton of stuff from Zeke from camp that I'm just like, he's got to just be goal line situational kind of stuff. Because I don't see it from Zeke, and I would hope that it's going to be something like Rico and a mix of these other guys. But it was really cool to see Deuce and Royce kind of have a really good day, and Deuce really just took advantage of all of his opportunities, because with what he did behind the O-line that we played on Saturday was very impressive. I mean, he's going up against some really good heavy hitters in the Raiders up front. And the fact that he was able to, use our O-line with Matt Waletzko and, basically everybody that you have backing up, because all we had starting was Cooper Beebe we might see starting, still don't know yet. And then obviously Tyler Guyton as the left tackle. But other than that, you're looking at TJ Bass, Matt Waletzko, and I think Austin Richards. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Crew and You podcast, man, got a good question. Do you think that Royce makes the 53A? And matter of fact, y'all watch the Crew and You. I think they come on Wednesdays at 7:00 Central Time, man. Their podcast. Great guys out of Atlanta. He's at all the Cowboy games. We saw him in Arizona too. But let's go, Mikey. What you think? What you think about Royce, man?
Well, that's the conundrum. That the biggest thing with Royce and him coming out, his ankle was an issue. We didn't see him, but he looked nice. The running backs are gonna look nice because our line's nice. And like I've said this, I've beaten this drum that we're gonna be line centric, not running back centric. But it got to give you a pause. Like, why aren't we seeing Zeke? Are they hiding him from us? Do they not want to put bad tape of Zeke out there for us to be like, damn? Because you seen that one. I thought he hit his nuts. I don't know if he's tired or he hit his nuts through that. You know what I mean?
He got hit in the nuts.
Yeah,
he got hit in the nuts.
He looked like people are going up.
He looked like me
going up 3 flights of stairs. Like shit. Jesus, you know what I mean?
Bro, you catch one to the nuts like that, I can forgive you for that. Like, damn, bro.
I think he hit his nuts. Like I think honestly,
he did too. I agree.
Who knows? He's supposed to wear a cup, but it looks bad. It's a bad look. It's bad optics, especially in the podcast world, like to say. But think about it. Who would we have? We would have Rico. That's one. Zeke. That's two. Right? Yep. Deuce. That's three. And then Royce. And then they made a scenario. Maybe we carry 4 backs, and then we put Lukey as our 4th tight end. He's been playing that tight end H-back position because Lukey's going to make this team.
Yeah.
Who do we get rid of? Do we get rid of Zeke? Yeah. I think people are really going to that conclusion that we keep Freeman, and Zeke's the one that's asked out. And I think Daddy Jerry, he loves him some Ezekiel Elliott, is not putting him out to have bad tape. What do you guys think about that?
Before we go to 21, I think this is the big key. Which of the running backs can play special teams? Okay, I think that's going to determine if they make this team, because right now we got a bunch of 2s at running back. We got a bunch of, because we don't know if Rico can be one. We knew Zeke can't be one. Yeah, that's why they got rid of him the first time. Royce looked really good. It was just preseason. Hunter is going to make it because he plays fullback. He can play H-back. He can play at different positions. Royce Freeman, I like him. I like Deuce. I still like Deuce. and I know Cowboy Corner hates him. He's a wasted watch. But I disagree. And the reason I disagree is because, man, there are things you could do with Deuce, and I think Mike McCarthy lost him in rotation last year. 21. What you think? Because I know this is what you've been waiting for all summer. Is the running back
So
battle?
So Roy, let me bust the rule again. Royce Freeman, 7 carries, 32 yards, 4.6 yards per carry. Deuce Vaughn, 5 carries, 34 yards, 6.8. And Snoop Connor,
6.8, boy.
we still had Snoop Connor out there. Snoop Connor had 5 carries, 15 yards, and
Malik
Malik
too. We
Davis.
forgot about Malik.
Malik, I was about to get to that. Malik Davis, I thought he looked really good, So, there's still Malik Davis out there. This running back battle, as Chris put it, it's gonna be a battle to the end, and I don't know who's gonna survive it, right? But I honestly think that I hate to say it, but Zeke is I don't know why he hasn't played.
I
I
got
don't know why
I got a I got a question for the chat because they real active, man. Cowboys normally carry on the active roster 3 running backs, right?
Yep.
Which 3 in the chat? Y'all tell me which 3 would y'all carry every Sunday? Okay, I'm gonna tell you my 3. Of course, Rico, because I think Rico gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna say Deuce, and the reason I say Deuce because he can play special teams and he may be a good third down back. And number 4, I think it's gonna be Royce. That's my
Oh, they're gonna cut. You said they're gonna cut him.
that's my thing. I think they're gonna cut Zeke. I really do. What you think, Retro?
I don't think they're cutting Zeke,
Okay.
and I think they keep 4.
Okay.
I think they keep 4. They're probably going to cut
But
2.
Lukey, they're gonna use him as a tight end.
Well,
Wait,
I don't count Lukey as
I think they're keeping Lipke. I think they're keeping Lipke. If we're strictly talking the running back, not including Lipke,
not including
then
Lipke.
if we're not including Lipke, because Lipke would have been part of my 4. He would have been part of my 4. I would have cut one of the other guys to keep Lipke. But I
It's a conundrum, bro.
Yeah,
This is what
gonna be
but the
tough.
thing is, this is the
Really
drum
hard.
that Mondo's been banging, bro.
Yep.
But
all off
if I-
season.
if I had to pick 4, I can't even believe I'm saying this. I'd take Zeke. I would take Rico. I would take Royce. And I'd take Deuce, and I would cut Snoop and I'd Snoop and Malik, and then
Malik look good, boy.
It's tough, man.
Because there's this romance with Zeke. There's this romance that
It's
we
not
have,
about a
and it's
romance.
hard to
You're
say
asking
it
me to
out loud.
predict.
When you say it out loud, it's hard to say.
You're asking me to predict. I don't think they brought him in just to cut him. Like
We go back to last season where we missed him in those certain games, right? So it's like, there's a nostalgia there where you're like, damn, we can't cut Zeke. But then you think about it, well, man, there was those games last year where we needed Zeke. We needed
The
that
Dolphin
2-yard
game.
run.
But don't you think Royce, the way he ran, kind of give you that power back?
And for me, I think my 3 would be Royce, Dowdle first, Royce, and Deuce. And then I hate to say it, but it's even hard to say, but I think they're gonna have to cut him. Shit.
It's hard. It's hard to say it out loud. It really is. It's the romance.
I just don't think they'll actually do it. That's really the thing for me. It's not that I don't think that they should.
I get what you mean, Rue.
I don't think they will. I don't think they brought him here just to cut him. And the fact is, if they were, why aren't they playing him? To like showcase him or whatever. Like
y'all heard it by heart. It's hard to say, boss.
It's hard to say, G.
It's fucking hard to say because I know where Rue's going. Does Jerry have the stones to do it? Does Jerry have the stones to do it?
Hey, hey,
Is he gonna do what CD did and put on his black Spider-Man fucking outfit on and
the
cut Zeke?
the
Turn
reason
all
I
dark?
the reason I brought this up, man, is because normally you know who your starter is. We don't know.
I don't know.
So we just assuming. We're assuming this is probably the only positions on the Cowboys that we have no clue who's going to start.
I
We have
love
no
this.
clue.
I love this because the star of our running game is gonna be our motherfucking offensive line. I love this
That
shit.
is.
And the thing is, Mikey, you're probably right. Because
Right.
if this offensive line looks as good as it does now in the regular season, we have a line.
And
Because
they're deep.
Zach Martin, either Hoffman or BB, and Tyler Smith, and Tyler Guyton, and God help me, Terrence Steele, bro.
Terrence and Amantium.
It could be a damn frenzy for these running backs. And the fact is, man, are you guys really that surprised that Mike McCarthy's got us guessing about a running back?
Yeah.
That really shouldn't be that surprising for us. The man don't run the ball anyway.
I got a question for Mikey. I know a big part of playing football is the starter. But is it important for the Cowboys that somebody's labeled a starter? Is it important, Mike?
I think in this instance, in the weather, I think it's more for it's situational. It's the situational player. If it's 3rd and 1, 4th and inches, 31, you know who's on the field. Who's on the field? Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's goal line, it's Ezekiel Elliott, correct? We're inside, that's Zeke. We're in the middle of the field, it's 1st and 10, that's Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
It's situational. And this is going to be the ultimate selfless team position because, like I keep beating this drum, our star is going to be this offensive line. Think about he just named him. Bass is a great backup.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Hoffman, if he's a backup, is a great backup.
Should be a starter.
Asim is turning into himself. Not considering we already got 2 all pros in waiting right there.
Yeah.
It's Chris, it's what we want, Chris. Considering we lost Tyron Smith, and it's got me like, oh my god.
Well, see, that's why I was excited Saturday that we ran the ball so we can have this conversation. Because the first preseason game they didn't run the ball, so we didn't have this conversation. But all we had to talk about was Trey, and our field goal kicker. We'll get into him too. But we actually got a conversation now, and I actually think Coach McCarthy is doing a disservice to Zeke and Rico by not playing them. Okay, because to me it's like out of sight, out of mind for me, because we don't know who the number 1 is. But we can stay on this.
We saw Rico in week 1.
We saw Rico.
It was 1 carry. He got 1 carry and he was done.
9 yards, baby. That's all I needed to see.
1 carry. But anyway, I want to move on to another subject. Okay. I'm gonna say that. I will say that to another show. Let's talk about Marshawn Neely. Okay. When you talk about a player jumping off the screen, and I know Mikey said this in the pre-show, that our draft picks have hit in preseason so far. Our number 1 pick, Guyton, has hit. Number 2, Marshawn Neely. You see him on the field, okay? Lil Fowl, you see him on the field. I'm like, man, I'm a fan of the long hair, I just hate he went to Notre Dame, but that's another thing. We see Cooper Beebe. He actually started Sunday but Mike McCarthy said he was going to do that. He was going to start him and see what happened. So our top 4 picks are been showing up. We can see them on the field, okay? And then let's not forget Overshown. To me, Overshown is another draft pick this year because he didn't play at all last year. So I consider him still a rookie. I'm going to start with 21. 21, are you happy with Marshawn? Only thing I'm kind of with I was surprised they gave him 94. But other than that, are you happy with him?
You said it best. He's showing up on the field. He's showing up on the TV. This man is, it's. I feel like what's gonna happen with Demarcus Lawrence is we're we're set, right? We got Marshawn Nealon, and so I'm excited about him. He's looking good. He's definitely gonna be, I think, a week one guy for sure. So you know he's gonna be that guy.
Okay. Rue, what you think about Marshawn Neely on Saturday against those hated Las Vegas regulars?
I think it's amazing that he's this young and is that disciplined as a player. That
Mm-hmm.
kid knows his assignment, knows what to do, and knows where to be at all times. Even in the very beginning of the game when Zamir White hit that big run against us, it wasn't because of him. And I know what you're going to tell me. It was on his side. He did his assignment though. Willie Hayes didn't get there. Willie didn't get there. Willie Harvey Jr. I said Willie Hayes. Willie Harvey Jr. didn't get there. He didn't fill the whole field of gap. But the assignment, yeah, yeah, exactly right. What do you call it? Nealon was in his spot, holding down that side. Like, and the fact is, he was where he was a factor on multiple plays during that game against their starters. Like, God bless the Raiders, man. Y'all are in for a long year because you didn't even see us. And it's just like
We named Gardner Minshew the starter right away, bro.
I'm telling you, that's a head scratcher. And I feel bad for Damian Pierce because I like the good dude as a guy and as a coach, and that's just a bummer. But we're not here to talk about the Raiders. Ultimately, with Marshawn, man, it's a beautiful thing to see him just step up and just show up and show out in that spot. And what impresses me the most is the discipline. His willingness to hold that edge, to crash it down when it needs to be crashed, to get to the spot, to stop the run. And he's even creating some pressure. So it's just like he seems like the full package. And to see such progression and such discipline out of a young player just makes me very happy and very looking forward to his future.
Mikey.
My concern with him is he plays so damn hard. He plays hard. He's strong. He looks like he's been in the league already.
Yeah.
That he's been in the weight room. Like, you see the kid, like Randy Gregory was lanky, right? The last 94, lanky. He was bendy. It took him a while to get into his body. Smoking all that butt, he didn't gain no weight. But Nealon looks like he's been here, and he holds his edge, and he sets the edge. Like, and then even if they busted that run, bro, think about it when we got our starters in there. When the starting linebackers are going to corral that, like, as long as he did his job, it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? And with the Nova shown, like, I'm excited. I'm excited for the amount of talent. What are we going to do with these extra guys we picked up? Because we're a deep roster. These cuts are going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to be very interesting who we let go because the depth we brought in. I know with the running backs, and we're going back to running backs, we have a bunch of, they got big booties, but their faces are sixes. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't know. We're like, damn.
Oh,
We got better faces.
So the thing about with Nealon, he plays hard. Is he going to catch up to him? Like, it breaks my heart that we don't have Sam Williams with him.
Oh my God!
It breaks my fucking, because Sam Williams would be that much better competing with this kid, playing just as hard. Nealon is exactly what Sam Williams needed, and it pisses me off. That's the only thing that breaks my heart about this. But you could talk shit about this front office all we want. We're doing things, and I'll take the guys over any damn Christian Wilkinson that would have took a big old piece of our cap. And with the guys that we got, I'm excited about the guys that we got because we wished upon a star. We wished upon a star,
And it's up.
and it's coming, baby, and it's coming. I can't say it in any words. And he's got me excited because the type of football he's playing with an overshown behind him. Get the
Right.
fuck out of here.
Well, hey, I put the link out. We got some good conversation. We know who wanted to come in and talk. Mike, what's up, Cowboy Corner? What you got on your mind, baby?
Hey, great show. Great show. Missed the Lance conversation. I came in late. I don't know if y'all even had a Lance conversation.
We said he did good. We said he did excellent.
That's what I thought y'all were going to say. That's what I thought y'all were going to say. Listen,
We did.
It was a great second date. Great.
number 98 and number 96 are going to be a problem. Phillips and Justin Rogers. That first quarter, they were moving that pocket. Phillips was over there looking like an idiot, getting close to that quarterback, putting his hands in there, trying to make plays. The dude is nasty. The dude is nasty. That trade with the Giants, I don't know what they were thinking. Wow. What a steal there.
They're deep. You got Dexter Lawrence.
Hey, Andrew Booth Jr. trying to revive his career. I like Booth Jr. coming out of Clemson 2 years ago. I wanted him. Vikings got him in the second round. We got Boss Man Fat. It is what it is. And now we got Booth Jr. here with the guy like Al Harris, a coach like Al Harris.
Yep.
Booth Jr. is going to do some nasty things.
Did you say
Malik-
boss man? Did you say boss man? Fat?
Hey, he's a Super Bowl winner.
He's
Boss
good.
man fat. Hey, that fool got a ring. Remember that shit?
No, he did.
No,
it.
he was. He didn't get a ring, did he? No,
he
he was with
played-
the Niners, wasn't he? He didn't get a ring. He lost. He didn't get a ring. He lost. Anyway,
He got the loser's ring.
I think Malik Davis was the better running back in that second game. I like the way he kept his feet moving.
Yeah.
But no, you guys hit it right on the head with the O-line too. Okay, I don't got my glasses on. I thought that was El. I thought that was El
O-line
Jefe.
is the star. The
that
O-line
ain't
is
El
gonna be
Jefe.
the star. And let's pose the question to them, to Freddie and to Corner.
Okay.
Who are your three running backs? Considering you have they fucking Zeke is in a closet somewhere. We don't know where the fuck he's at. They don't want bad tape. It's like me going up a flight of stairs. They don't want to see him huffing and fucking puffing. So who the fuck is your running backs?
You go ahead first, Brett. I've been talking.
Well, we ain't getting rid of Zeke. I don't see them getting rid of Zeke. It's one of those things where people just like the guy, and at the end of the day, them short at last season, if we would have had him those certain plays that we had that we needed just a yard or 4 inches or whatever it was. So
Right.
I think just the simple fact that Jerry loves him, I don't think Zeke's going anywhere, man. And Deuce, I think Deuce is gonna make the squad. And the dude that you guys were talking about, the tight end that plays
Luke
tight end.
Lipke.
Yeah, there you go. So those are my three. I think those are, for me, in my opinion, are going to be locks. But
You're like
I mean,
Rico,
who am I,
Rico, you got to put Rico in that mix, bro.
So I think Deuce Vaughn could have had 64 yards if it wasn't for his little legs. Just saying.
I'm thinking about the Pomeranian, bro.
I think my running backs, obviously, Hunter Lemke, not Loopy, it's Lemke, Mikey.
Lipke.
I think
You know that, right?
obviously he's making it right, but I think Dowdle and Malik Davis, that's gonna be a close one, but I'm giving the edge to Dowdle because Dowdle won it last year. And then you got Royce, who Stephen Jones really liked, did a lot of talk. Now he's seen his performance. You've seen that physicality. I think it's going to be Zeke, just because it's Dak's last year, and so they need that little home feeling going out. Get the band back together. And so
I love how you just snuck that in there. You just gonna slide that little bullshit in there.
You had to. You had to shit on our wedding cake, huh?
It's the last hoorah, But those will be my running backs.
You know, he almost got the mute button, but I was like, I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go.
We're barbershop talk. We don't do
Yeah, we're
that.
barbershop talking and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, since I like to at the end of the show, I like to bring everybody on. So, hey man, what did y'all think about? Look, let me say this. Last year, remember the first preseason game? Aubrey missed his first kick, and we said, "Shit, there we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again." And ever since then, he has been lights out from deep. When he kicked it, my wife say, "That was kind of far, wasn't it?" I was just like,
hey, he could have hit it from 70.
I say, baby, he was a yard and a half away from breaking the damn NFL record. That's how deep it was. So, man, what do y'all think, man? I think because even when we did our top 10 Cowboys, he was number 9 for me. He was number 9. I think he's going up my list every time I see him kick. Rue, you up top, man. What you think about Brandon Aubrey?
Man, shout out to the kid from Plano, freaking Texas.
Plano,
Brandon
Texas.
mother freaking Aubrey, dude. Like that is absolutely insane. And I saw it on Twitter. So I saw it on Twitter. So take it for what you will. But apparently he had enough leg on that kick to make it from 75 yards out. Which means we only need to get to like the 40, our own 43-yard line to
50.
Score
Really?
something
50.
like we only need to get to our own for him to. It's like he has to kick it from the 38, and it's like, bro, he can hit it from 75 yards out. From that, and that just makes him absolutely dangerous. Like if you're talking about a guy who can make field goals from 70 yards away, that's absolute insanity. That just changes the dynamic of what you can actually do to score. Like, God forbid you turn over the ball to us, offense stalls out. You can score from almost anywhere on the field. That's absolutely insane.
Man, who is doing dishes in the background?
Yeah.
Somebody
got a good ass mic.
I was just like,
I got a dog right here that's all messing with me.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's a dog.
Over there.
Got a big old dog right there.
Oh, okay. It's a dog. He's walking on the hardwood. Okay.
The dog's doing
Yeah.
Keep breathing. Yeah.
He's on it, man.
So no, but look, Rube. It's a good. Is it gonna be something that? Because look, Brett Maher did something similar to this, and we were slaves to it, and it put us in bad predicaments when we would go for it, and then he would miss. Then we'd put our defense in a shit position. Like it's a great thing. Don't get me wrong. To close the game and win it, it helped us in the Charger game. Obviously, that's how we beat the Chargers 2 years ago, and that was awesome. But being a slave to like having that Steph Curry mentality where you gotta defend us from the fucking other side of the back court, that's cool. But I'd rather go for it in a high percentage and keep the drive going to get a touchdown, opposed to like saying, "Well, we got the dude and we could kick it from here," because missing it. It puts our defense in a bad position. It's a great weapon to have. I'm not saying.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Good, but
obviously,
it's just it messes with our mentality and what is it called, the numbers in going forward or not. I don't know. It's a damn you don't kind of situation. I love that we got the weapon, but at the same time, I'd rather see my offense go for a first fucking down.
I mean, absolutely. Obviously, I prefer a touchdown over a field goal any day of the week. I don't want us to turn into the team that's just taking.
But you know where I'm coming from. I'm not saying what you said was wrong or asinine or anything like that.
But what I am saying
I just don't like
is when there's only like
so much.
But when there's 40 seconds on the clock, you get pinned down on your own 10-yard line, and you literally only have to get to your own 40 to be able to score.
You're right.
That's insane. That's insane. Nobody has that. Nobody.
And we got
not from 70. Those guys that made it from 66 yards, 67 yards, they're sneaking it over. This kid cleared that shit. It hit the net. Like that's different.
He boomed that.
That's not the same. And it goes to show you, bro, a lot of these American soccer players, a lot of you American soccer players out there wasting your time at the MLS. You need to come over here and kick some fucking footballs.
Make some money, huh?
Hey, bro, there's dudes over there working for peanuts. I seen them checks. It ain't that great. You can come over here and play some NFL football and make you some real money.
21, what you think about Brandon Automatic?
Hey, what they call butter, baby.
Butter. Was he butter?
We for years we talked about, that dilemma of having a field goal kicker. I used to call him Brett, maybe Maher. Maybe he'll make it, maybe he won't. But
Brett the fuck Maher.
Right. So we finally we got one, and it feels good to, where you can get, like Ruth said, to a certain yardage, and then you got a guy that can boot it in, right? But I think that all credit goes to Dalton. If you guys don't know who Dalton is, he has Depressed Cowboy Fan on TikTok. This man told us we should have drafted a. I remember in the other.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We didn't even need to. This is UFL. We didn't even need to.
I predicted we were gonna have a good kicker, man. But shout out to Dalton.
I gotta give credit to Dalton, bro.
Hey,
he's a good guy.
So
brought us a good juju in that kicking department.
Yeah,
so Cowboy Corner, man, what you think about our kicking situation?
I like it, but I think we have short-term memory loss. A week before, he missed a 65-yard field goal. Then he made the 66-yard field goal, right? So, yeah, he made it once. Can he do it again? Because his first attempt was a miss.
Quarterback before playing. All right, never mind.
And
how did you do last season?
And I remember
preseason on the cool, but what did you do last season?
Did he kick 66-yard field goals last year?
He had a 59-yarder and
I thought he had.
Is that a 60-yarder? Is that a 60-yarder? Is that a 60-yarder?
I thought he had a 60 last year.
But are we talking about the 65 yards or 66 yards? Because he missed a 65 yard. We're talking about long distance field goals here. Anyway, so I actually agree with Mikey here. All right. Mike McCarthy said in his game presser that all we have to do is get to the 50. That's horrible mentality. That's stupid. I 1,000% agree with Mikey. But we got to – it was great. He did it. But I don't want that a real-time situation where, like your scenario, you're pinned down on the 10 with a minute and 40 seconds left. I don't want to just get to the 50. I want to try to knock that baby in. My head coach just told me all we have to do is get to the 50. I hate that he made it, and I love that he made it at the same time. But I'm not forgetting that he missed the 65-yarder just a week before.
It's like when your team's playing Giannis. When Giannis hits a three-pointer early on, it's good. Because then that fucker thinks he can make them all the time, then he breaks the rest of them.
Well, his long field goal last season in the game was 60. I thought he hit a 60 last year. He hit a 60 last year.
No, but the thing, but I like the context that Rue put it in. Like, say we only got 20 seconds to get somewhere. You got less than a minute. We're lethal, or we're
trying to go in like he going into halftime, and you way back. You only got a few seconds, no timeouts, and you rush him out, and he kick a fucking 65 yard, 66 yard. You excited because you got points on the board. That's what basically happened Saturday. It was at the end of the
short, or it's short. And they go right in for a touchdown because you got
it ain't gonna be short.
You got 300-pound linemen on there.
Like fuck it, it's going.
Come on, guys, anything's possible here. This is NFL. This is the National Football League. They got highlight reel for a reason.
This is not talking crazy.
But y'all gotta understand that this is football. Anything can happen. Literally anything can happen.
I mean, if they block it, this, that, and the third, I can't control all that.
That's football, bro.
Fucking football.
What really shitted on your weeds? Like they really let you have a piñata going up.
For me, my thing is just that we got a kicker, man. We have a kicker. Many times we
Brett the fuck Maher.
We griped and we talked about when Maher. I know when Maher was our kicker, and you would sit there and be like. But with Aubrey, you don't get that feeling. You be like, okay, it's butter, right? But I mean, obviously, like you say, he can miss him or whatever, right? But but you have that more confidence that you know you're gonna get the extra point. You're gonna get those
Yeah,
kicks out those
and I'm
penalties.
with you on that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sit here and just have the mindset of kicking
Oh no,
66
no,
yard
no.
field goals.
Obviously, you want to punch it in. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. You
Because
want to punch that bitch
Mike
in.
McCarthy should have never said that. When he said that, I said, crap.
All right, now let me ask you guys
That's
this.
a terrible
This is
mindset.
something trending in Cowboys world right now. So, it's been put out that CD Lamb got offered 33 million, right? 33 million is good. It's not 35 like Justin Jefferson, but that's good, right? And then he puts out that tweet that he puts on that black, the Toby Maguire putting on that black Spider-Man outfit, so he's evil now. Or where do you interpret that? Is it for me? I'm like, come on, dude.
Once again, Mikey took control of the show as a host, and he said he don't want to be the host. And I was trying to let Freddie answer the damn question about the kickers before you segue into goddamn CD Lamb.
Classic Mike, right?
So let's get into it. So, Freddie, we'll let you go, and
right.
I'll let you talk about CD Lamb since the host. Matter of fact, we're gonna put him up to the top, so I'm gonna make sure he's the host. Okay, all right. So I remember in our text message, yeah, man, I don't want to be the host, man. I don't want to, but damn, he sure doing a lot of host fucking duties tonight. Anyway,
all right, go ahead, shoot.
All right, man. So with CD turning down money, man, are you concerned about this or worried about CD getting in camp? Because go ahead.
I personally think that he has to get in camp. You know, for us to even be dynamic, we need CD Lamb. I don't see us. I mean, I can't even tell you who's going to be the second wide receiver right now. My mind is like, yo, if we want to score, we want to be able to spread the defense out and have to make that safety come over and cover. You know, we need CD Lamb, and we need him in camp right now so we can get on the same page with Dak. I mean, I don't see him getting in and then all of a sudden being on the same page with the dude. You know, it's been a whole summer. They probably haven't even worked out together. You know, but I don't want us to go into the first game and not have him there, because then it's going to be a problem. So, and you know, we need CD Lamb. How are we going to score? I get it. We have all this situation with all these different running backs, and you know, but it all goes hand in hand. So we need CD Lamb. I don't see us being able to be threatening to other defenses if we don't have that guy in camp. So I mean, just pay him his money. You know, I think he's earned it. He's a you know, he's wearing 88 for a reason. You know, what can I say? And the host.
No, wow, he hit the nail on the head. They need the continuity, but I just don't like. This is desperate by CD. Because when they start going social media, the next thing he's gonna fucking unfollow the Cowboys, and that's the last thing. But this is a little kind of a desperation. I think Jerry is wearing on CD because he's talking through Twitter, he's talking through social media, and when you see this kind of stuff, I think Jerry's wearing down this negotiation as much as hey, he has a tolerance for ambiguity. This motherfucker is doing it, and you can see it by CD last reaction. But CD's not getting his 35. It's 33, maybe 33 and a half. I don't see it any higher. And you know what? Good for Jerry.
What did you think of that
He's going to
post,
be a
though, Mike?
Cowboy regardless.
What did that post mean to you?
That he's getting his panties in a bunch. He's turning dark. He got to get mad. He's letting us know that he's dark now. Like what else? What happened in the playoff game? Remember, what did he say in the podcast with Micah? He has to show better composure. He has to show not to show his emotions there. What is he doing? Now he's showing us he's mad? That's what I interpret it as. So did he learn anything? This is not even playing on the field. Okay, someone. Beachy Chris. Did Chris freeze or he's waiting for me to ask something
No,
else?
he's waiting. For
No,
me.
you the fucking host. I'm just waiting on you.
Yeah,
to
you
get-
stop that,
throw it to
Chris.
somebody. Shit.
Stop that, Chris. You thought it was up in there, fucker. Let's stop that. Let's not do this.
Hey, you can't handle it
Let's not
under
do this,
pressure.
fucker.
He can't handle it under pressure, can he?
No, don't do it. Hey, I apologize. Don't step on your feet no more. You're size 17. Hey, matter of fact,
No, you had
Chris
your
has
time.
his own
It ain't-
album too. It's a Christian.
Anyway,
Hey,
he
but
got
I
music.
was gonna say, from what I've seen, they're just talking about years at this point. Like it's just about years. I think the money is, what do they say, like 133 or something along those lines. Like he gonna get himself a fat ass check, but it's about years. Cowboys apparently want 5 and he wants 3.
Are you concerned, Oru? Are you concerned about it?
No, because it's like it's obviously it's close, right? Like if we're just talking about years at this point, like because obviously you know what the Cowboys are doing. The Cowboys are trying to stretch it out, trying to get as much as they can, even it out, stretch it out. He wants to do 3 and get another payday. Like it makes total sense. And this is a typical argument, I feel like, between your star players, especially skill players, and these contracts. They're always discussing years and shit. So I'm sure it's going to get to a point where it's going to get settled, but it does make me feel better that at least the number seems to be out of the way. It's just about the time now. Mm-hmm. And obviously the number is directly reflected upon the time if we're talking about years, but it's definitely a situation where they got to be getting close. If they're not, I mean, are we talking about trading him? Are we talking about letting him sit out for the first game? I'm actually okay with the fact that he's not at camp. He's had a whole year with Dak. It's the second year in the offense. I know he's working out. We've seen the videos. Like, I'd rather him stay away and stay in the T-shirt and the underwear Olympics and shit. Like, I'm okay with it. They'll pick up right where they left off, and the fact is they're going to have to. And I think that Dak is going to – it's Dak Prescott in the regular season. This guy isn't like it's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about the chemistry. I just want the deal to get out of the way for the simple fact that I know that he's gonna be here because of all the weird things that they've done. It's like, what are we doing? Are we really gonna let him sit out? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why? It's either just it's time to shit or get off the pot, basically.
21. Are you concerned?
Yeah. I think there is some I guess concerning, I guess, because what kind of mentality are you gonna have if you don't get the deal that you want, or you know it's like, he put out that post and it's like, the mentality for me, it's like, are you gonna play angry? Are you gonna play, this like a disgruntled worker? Sometimes you go to your job and it's just you're kind of tired of that, that one coworker. You're like, fuck, I gotta go work with that one coworker again, or but now you got that boss. Now you got their boss, and you're just like, man, I gotta go. So
it just hits a little different, huh, Bubba?
Yeah, it's just like fuck, like so I think there's a little bit of concern there, like, but are they gonna get it done? I think they're gonna get it done. I know Ru was talking about it's more about the years now, so I think CD wants, less years, but I mean, it's got to happen, man. You got to have your number one at game one. You can't,
Okay.
unless we get the whole Emmett situation and the locker room goes and talks to Jerry and.
But you got to remember, Emmett didn't have a contract at all. People think he held out. No, Emmett didn't have a contract.
Yeah.
Mike, what you think?
I think Rue's 1,000% right. I think this isn't a knock on Dak. All right, hear me out. This is a knock on the front office. The reason why the Cowboys cannot do a 3-year deal with Lamb is because the Dallas Cowboys do not know how to do short-term deals, and Dak's contract is testimony to that. No matter what, even if Dak gets a new deal, they still have to pay him that $40 million, whether he's here or he's not, because that's the penalty that you have for restructuring that contract. So with CeeDee Lamb, if they're going to give him a 3-year deal with a lot of heavy guarantees, and they restructure that contract, CeeDee Lamb's dead cap hit in 3 years is going to be devastating to the cap, period. So I get why Cowboys want to do a 5-year deal, but we know what's going to happen. They're going to give in to the player just like they did with Dak, just like they did with Jalen Smith, just like they did with Lyle, with Michael Gallup,
Zeke.
and you're going to see dead money names by those players, even with Zeke. Zeke's on the books for $9 million in dead money right now.
Yeah, he's getting 2 checks.
Right. So the short-term deals is a killer for this franchise. They don't know how to restructure deals. CeeDee Lamb, deal or no deal, will be here week 1. There's too much money at stake for CeeDee Lamb to be missing games. Too much money. He will be on the field no matter what against them stank Browns.
All right. Well, look, man, this is my last subject of the night, man. I was thinking about this on the way home from work today, and a guy on the radio, he was talking about our coaching staff. A lot of our coaching staff is just like a lot of our players on 1-year deals. This is Mike McCarthy's last year. He ain't been renewed either. A lot of coordinators and coaching staff, people on the coaching staff, has 1-year deal. So because they're on these 1-year deals, do you think the coaching staff, and especially Mike McCarthy, is he going to coach differently this year? Is he more aggressive, or is he going to be more passive this year because he don't have a future? Because after this year, they can do that Jason Garrett shit. All of a sudden, they never said they fired Jason Garrett. You know what they said? They didn't.
We let his contract expire.
We let his contract expire. So will the Cowboys let Mike McCarthy's contract expire? We'll start with you, Freddie. What's up?
I think they're gonna let it expire. If you ask me, at this point, I don't think there's not any reason for him to be passive aggressive. You know what? Leave it all on the field. You know, if this is your last year, why don't you go out there and go out with a bang and go out on your shield? You know what I mean? There's no point if you don't have no guarantee next year. There's no guarantee whether you're gonna be here, even if you win. So I already feel like the writing is on the wall already. I don't think he's gonna be back. I feel like if he wants to be back, just show us something. You know, like, come on, we already know 10, 12 wins. That's a guarantee. Like, that's what we do. It's once we get to the playoffs, what the hell do we do every single time? Every single time we get to the playoffs, it's the same broken record. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, look, I'll start believing it once we're in the NFC Championship game. Then we can start having some conversations of where you can be here next year. You know, but right now, show and prove. Show us what you're made of, because honestly, we already know what Mike McCarthy is. You know, I don't see there being any difference. He don't run the ball. If we have a line, why don't we help Dak out a little bit? You know, every single time we put it all on Dak, and then you want to be pissed off because Dak didn't come through. It's like, we signed Dak because we know he's going to give us 10 to 12 wins, you know, but it's the other players that are going to win us the chip, not Dak. Dak's got to, you know, he's going to do the right thing. He's going to say the right thing. He's going to be in camp. He's going to do all the stuff. Like, what else do you want? Like, I don't see anybody in the draft that we could pick up. You know, we win too much to even get a great pick in the first place, you know? So, you know, I think go out there, play your ass off, coach your ass off, you know, just live with no regrets. So at the end of the day, show me. I'd rather you show me than try to tell me, oh, you know, we can get to the 40-yard line, or, oh, we're going to have good linemen. I honestly, all that stuff, I don't really care. I will care once the damn NFC Championship game is in our lap and we're like, yo, we got a chance to be able to get to the damn Super Bowl. You know, like, I mean, so what do y'all think?
Congratulations. Well done.
I think you listen to this podcast.
Hold on. He got to get the special one. Now I see Mike up there stewing, but we'll leave him for last. 21. Hey man, to me, Freddie said it all, but man, what you think about our lame duck coaching staff right now?
I mean, to me, this was Jerry's all in, right? It's
Yeah.
you got to leave it all in this year, and everybody's on that 1 year contract. We got Dak on that 1 year. We got Mike McCarthy, and and all these coaches. And that's the all in. You all in this year. If not, it's the last year. But so we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm with Freddie, and you got to show me something in the playoffs, and then we'll go from there, right? Because we have the team where we know we're gonna get those wins in the regular season, but it comes down to the playoffs, and can we win there, and can we advance? So it's all in that situation as far as that year, 1 year deals, and are you all in or not?
Right. Rue, what you think about our lame duck coaching staff, man? Should they get new contracts, or should we wait till after the season?
So this coaching staff, the one thing I hate, don't put this man in the same boat as Jason Garrett. I can't have it.
Not at the same boat.
You can't. These guys are not the same. Jason Garrett was an 8-8 fucking machine. Jason Garrett couldn't coach his way out of a fucking paper bag, man. Like this, and he was here for an eternity. He was here for forever.
Clapper.
At least with McCarthy, I'm running a top 2 offense, and I'm winning 12 games a year. At least there's that, because neither one of them were that great in the playoffs, if we're being honest with ourselves. And at least McCarthy technically has the chip. So, whatever. Take that for what you will. But if it was up to me, I would have never hired Mike McCarthy in the first place. I would have hired a young, offensive-minded head coach, and that's what I hope that they would do going into next season. Regardless of whatever he's done, I've never been a huge fan of Mike McCarthy. I don't like his coaching style. I think he's a very cringy human being to begin with.
Because he's fat. That's fucked up.
No, bullshit. It has nothing to do. Andy Reid's awesome. What the fuck? Like, what do you mean? There's a ton of fat coaches that are great. He's cringy. He's cringy as fuck.
I won a lot of little league championships. Okay,
I need an example. How is he cringy?
He's cringy as shit, bro.
Give me an example.
His
Hey, dude. Hey, Rue's been on one all fucking day.
All night.
He's just a cringy individual, man. He and the way
I
he
like
talks,
that,
and like his
Is it the gray
motivational
beard?
speeches,
Is it the neck
motivational
beard?
speeches in the locker room, like he's not. He's just a weird guy to me, and the fact is, I don't like his scheme. Like how corner don't like Dak Prescott. I just don't like Mike McCarthy in terms of how his play style is, what his play calling's like. Like I'm not a huge fan. I don't like the fact of how much he relies on the pass game. I don't like the fact that he is allergic to running the football. It's just not my favorite thing. And I feel like I feel like the fact that your inability to run shows up in the playoffs is an eye-glaring thing to me. And if it's up to me, I want a coach that's got some backbone, that Jerry will let take some credit, and young offensive-minded head coach. That's what's worked in terms of what you're looking at in playoff success in the last 10 years. That's what I want for the future of my football team. And I'd be good with that. You bring in guys like Zimmer and for the defense, but when it comes to the head spot, give me the offensive-minded guy.
Go ahead, Mikey.
So he was the right hire. Aside from the COVID year, he's won 36 games. Regardless, we know the playoffs are the playoffs, but that's the best regular season Cowboy run, even better than Jimmy Johnson, better than Tom Landry did in any 4 or 3 year span. We got to give the man that, considering all the pressure, considering what it is to be the Dallas Cowboys coach. So last year he was under scrutiny, or he was under the gun, because the exit of Kellen Moore. He let Dak run the offense more. I know they were a little stagnant the first 6 games, but once again, they were the number 1 offense. Now can he do it without Q, without Dan Quinn? And then they brought on Mike Zimmer. And I think he is redirecting this ship to be a more physical football team. And I like it. And I like that they're selling out in that. And if he's going to go down swinging, he's going to go down swinging with the physical football team. I think we are going to be a more physical football team. You can make all those faces you want, and that's going to be what we're going to change as a football team. We're going to be a more physical football team. And but at the same time, I'm with Freddie, and with him and his job being saved. It's fucking. To me, it's Super Bowl or bust. And every year, Super Bowl or bust with the Cowboys. But if he wants to save his job or be the Dallas Cowboys coach again, we got to go to a Super Bowl, period, end of story. Because you can't have all of this success, all these players, these top all pros and top 5 roster every year, and not come out with not even one ring. Not even one goddamn ring. So that's where I'm at with Zimmer. But I like.
Need a win against San Francisco. Hell, give me.
All right, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Mikey, did you just start your whole spiel with Mike McCarthy has the best 3-span season than any coach in Cowboy history?
I said regular season. Did you hear the caveat? I said regular season.
So we're going to forget 91, 92, and 93. We're going to forget those regular seasons.
They didn't win as much games. They didn't win 36 games in those 3.
They won
the regular season. God damn it! I said regular season.
All right. I want to make sure there's some clarity because I didn't hear nothing else you said.
I said regular season, not even Tom Landry.
Anyway, Mike McCarthy should have been fired last year. Period. Period. There was no reason Mike McCarthy should still be the head coach of this football team. When you win 36 games, and you're the only team in NFL history not to make it to a championship game, an NFC championship game. You're the only team in history to do that achievement and not get to that. To get to that, you should have been fired, and they should have brought. Then they should have brought in a coach like Bruce talking about, an offensive-minded coach that can go in there. We know what pieces we have on this defense. We know we were keeping Al Harris. We knew that. Mike McCarthy should have been gone. There was no reason. So now you're stuck in this lame duck year. We're in this question because Jerry Jones don't have the balls, right? Stephen Jones don't have the balls to say we got to move on. And Jerry's going to be all big and tough against the media when we had an embarrassing loss against the Packers. Mike McCarthy cannot motivate men. Mike McCarthy wants to put monkey powder in people's lockers. Mike McCarthy wants to smash watermelons. That doesn't
That's
work.
cringy as fuck.
That doesn't work.
What the hell?
Now, someone made a point about going all in and going all out because they got nothing to lose. That's good on paper. Who's laughing like that? That's good on paper. That's good on paper to say that, but we're talking about McCarthy here. We're talking about McCarthy. He can barely wipe his ass. That's why he walks goofy. All right. His butt cheeks, his nutguts are itchy.
He should buy a bidet.
Me why he was cringy. And then you give me that. Like that
I guess my definition of cringy is different. I don't know.
He cringy as fuck. Like that's weird, bro.
Cringy is when they're just a little too romantic.
He's just weird. He's a weird individual.
But that's Mike McCarthy should have been fired. There's no reason why he's on this football team.
Save us, T. Save us, T. Please.
No reason. What does T think about Mike McCarthy?
They want to know what you think about the Dallas Cowboys head coach. Do you
give her the mic?
Oh, she said he needs to go. Now, hey, like I said, hey, remember we did a show right after the Green Bay game, and I said they should have fired him on the spot.
You did.
I said it.
You
okay.
Did.
Because of all the expectations of the team last year was just so. I think it was worse than the Dez catch. I think it was worse. I mean,
No, we were the 2 seed,
The
and
2
we let
seed,
the
yeah.
Lions get to the NFC Championship game.
Exactly.
We let that
Exactly.
happen.
The lay downs.
Unreal.
Well, we can go to that rabbit hole again. We can,
Right.
but
Well-
the season's starting, baby, and I like where
Yeah.
we're at, and I like
Well-
our depth, and I like how we're gonna go going forward.
You like
Exactly.
it because you know what the regular season's going to consist of. What's that playoffs going to look like, Mikey?
Well, we'll be there when we get there. All I know is I'll be happy to get there. Be a
Oh,
little more
I'm
grayer,
going
a
to
little more
enjoy the
fatter.
ride, but prepare me for the crash. Because we got McCarthy and we got Dak. Damn.
No.
Wow.
So, hey, my wife just said he don't like Dak. I said no. It's a
Nope.
long story. We'll talk about
I haven't
that
liked
later.
Dak since 2019. Let her know that. Since 2019.
Hey, but we'll talk about this later. The show is too long if we get into this with Mike. Okay. She think it's the coach and not Dak. All right. So we do final thoughts. And Freddie, whatever's on your mind, man, the floor is yours, man. We give us your final thoughts for the day, man. And also don't forget to plug your socials and your album release, bro.
All right, so like y'all know, Visions of a Blind Man comes out September 6th. The album release show will be in Santa Ana at Spoons on September 7th. And you can find me all platforms as Fred E. Moves with 2 O's. So make sure y'all go check me out. So my final thoughts, honestly, is yeah. You know,
I'm sorry.
so like you hear it on the song, like how we always say, this is our year. It's our year every year, but at the same time, man, I don't hold my breath with this damn team. Show me something. At the end of the day, show me something. We can have all these narratives and talk about what we could do, or oh, it's gonna look great. Oh, we have a great offensive line. Oh, we have this. Honestly, I don't really give a shit. You know, we spend a lot of time, a lot of effort in going to watch these games. I'm gonna be at the home opener, so y'all know I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna be performing as well. So, but at the same time, it's like I already know what to expect in the regular season. So let's see what we do when we get there. Because at the end of the day, we're judged by championships.
Yep.
No, all these wins and all this stuff, 36 wins and however Mikey put it, that's great. You know what I mean? But I'm tired of hearing everybody say, "Oh, you know that they're mediocre or they're this and they're that." We're the greatest team that sucks at the end. So you know what? Show me something, McCarthy. Show me something, McCarthy. Because at the end of the day, your ass is gonna be fired after that, man. So we'll see what happens.
First down, second down.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, Freddie coming with the heat tonight, man. All right. Cowboy Corner, man, your final thoughts, man.
Man, listen. We're going to get through this Charger game, and we're going to get to really see the depth, right? That first game, the whole second string, third string that looked ugly. Maybe it was rust, maybe it was nerves, jitters, whatever. The second game, I thought a lot of people performed better. Coming in here, getting Shaq Lawson, getting Phillips, getting Justin Rogers reps. My mind is like, okay, we might have an interior line now, right? Like, and Jerry talking about adding one more piece. So it's not over with. So, maybe we could trade Mozzie. Please trade Mozzie. Get him out of here. There's no reason to have him here. Wasted roster.
You don't even realize it yet.
Yeah, he's fucking. Can be like that. Your barber can be like that.
Talking about his Michigan man over there.
Oh, yeah. Wasted roster spot. Mozzie.
Say, man.
He's allergic to getting better. That's what his reaction was.
So,
Man,
I'm
I'm
not
usually
gonna
getting that
lie.
treatment fool, all the time,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna allow Mike to just continue to
And
ambush the show like this. But anyway, 21. Give me your final thought. You know it's all love, Cowboy Corner. You know it is. It's all love. 21. Give me your final thoughts.
One more preseason game we got to get through. Obviously you want to see, hopefully we see some starters. I doubt it, but this second preseason game that we had, we saw improvement from all around, which was great. This next one, I'm hoping to top that off and see more improvement, right? And then we get to the regular season and let's get the show on the road. But last preseason game, and we'll see what comes out of this. And like Corner said, this is where we're gonna see. After that, we'll see the final rosters and the cuts, and it's gonna get interesting.
that's what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted.
Rue, give me your final thoughts. His mic got muted again somehow. I don't know how. Who did it?
Go ahead, hey, man, it's all love, Corner. Bro, it's week 0. It is week 0, and I couldn't be happier. I love me some college football. It's a beautiful thing,
bro.
So, I mean, aside from that, obviously we got this one more game. And like we were talking about earlier on in the show, man, I really want to see Dak Prescott on the sideline, headset, clipboard in his hand, calling the plays, working the offense, just kind of doing his thing like he did last season, because he did a great job of doing that last year, and I'd love to see him do that one more time, just kind of leading up to the season itself, working with some of the youngsters that are there. But aside from that, it's so close. It's like 22 days away from kickoff, from being the first game, and it's right there. And I just can't wait for it to begin, because we got a great test in that first week. We're going to get a real good look at what this offensive line really looks like. And it's just one of them situations where it's like, man, at the end of the day, I can really just hope for the best, because that's really where I'm at with this roster and with this team, right? Because I feel good because of what I've seen, but everything remains to be seen until it actually gets put on the field and put into the process. So I'm eager to see that. And what's good is I actually feel good about the spots that I was worried about in almost every case. So I'm just hoping the pins fall where they do, and, sign CD motherfucking Lamb to a freaking deal for this roster, bro, because I have to have that happen, especially if I'm going to win this bet with Mikey, because if Brendan Cook wins on a technicality, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
All right, man. Mikey, give me your final thoughts of the night, man. Hey, man, matter of fact, excellent show, guys. I'm
exactly.
Really
That's what we're going to get into. Hey, thank you for your contributions, Freddie. You came with the smoke. You didn't get too crazy, Corner. It was very, very, very beautiful. We've complimented each other very much, and we're finding our stride going into this new football season, because we're going to start the Cowboy podcast as into the season. And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us, like we always say. I'm just excited. I want the right guys to stay healthy. I'm excited for week 0. Bear down. But most of all, guys, I get to do this with y'all, and you know what I mean. We're all friends from afar, but it's happening. And before you know it, 21 damn days away, and it's fucking kickoff. Let's go.
All right, man. My final thoughts is this, man. Look, first of all,
Somebody
I enjoyed it. Can't nobody mute the one who paid for this shit. Anyway.
I put gas in this car, motherfucker.
I'll be goddamn. Anyway. Say, man, my final thoughts is this, man. Hey, man, as a Cowboy fan, as a football fan, as a Michigan Wolverine fan, man, hey, it is almost time. I've been hashtagging that shit for the last 2 months. It's almost time man, because ain't nothing like football to make us come together and talk about it, man. There's no other sport to give us this passion like football, man. So my final thoughts is, man, shit, let's get ready to do this. Hey, and if y'all want to join me and Rue in Ann Arbor, y'all come on, because we're going to clown when we get up there. Watch the Wolverines.
That's going to be an interesting.
Hey, we're going to watch the Wolverines put foot in the goddamn horns.
Don't get salty when we beat that ass. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit.
Y'all watch the Wolverines put foot in them horns ass, okay? Hey, like I always say, man, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Don't forget about that dick in the box, right?
Mikey looks like Shorty Bay.
This is what we're doing now. We're just gonna make stuff up. It's gonna be off the cuff. It's gonna be wild. And this is crazy because y'all are Cowboys fans, from what I understand. And what's even wilder is y'all gave it like the hard pause. Like y'all gave it like the, oh man, he about to say something profound. Like he's gonna drop the mic. He's gonna give us the knowledge of the Cowboys' first round draft selection history.
Send this to a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true that the Cowboys have the best fans? Yes, sir.
Extra thought on that. Because I'm swimming in it. I wear this jersey every first game. It's my favorite jersey.
Drop some bars to my pussy.
Came from El Paso.
Go Cowboys!